Hey Math Wizards, it's Miss Kanji here again with another math video. Today's video is all about drawing fractions on a number line that are greater than 1. We've kind of been using number lines that have been our fractions are between 0 and 1, so we haven't gone past 1. Today we're going to take it up a notch and we're going to put fractions on a number line that are more than 1. So we need to learn how to do that. So let's dive right in. If you're asked to show 5/4 on a number line, and here's your number line, you can see that it's 0, 1, and 2. We need to figure out how to put 5/4 on that number line. Like, where would it be? Between 0 and 1, between 1 and 2. So here's how we can do it. Let's think again what 5/4 really means. I'm really looking at my denominator, the fourths, and I'm seeing that it's 5 copies of 1/4. That's what really 5/4 is saying. And we talked about in another video that if we wanted to show 5/4 with fraction models, we would see that our denominator is 4, so we would need 5 copies of 1/4. So here are 4 copies already that I can shade in, which is 1 whole. And then I want to make about the same size a second whole, and because I still need to shade in 1 more fourth because I need 5 of them. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fourths shaded. So this fraction model is already showing me that on my number line, 5/4 is going to be a little bit more than 1. So I'm already thinking, if I were to make like a educated guess, that my answer is going to be somewhere like around this area. So now you're wondering, okay, so what am I going to be putting on this number line? So the first thing, like I said, fourths, because our denominator is 4 here, so we're dealing with fourths, which means you're going to do what you've always done with number lines. You're going to look at 0 to 1 only. Just look at 0 to 1. And how would you put fourths? How would you divide up your 0 to 1 into 4 equal parts? Well, we could do halves and then cut our half in half. And then we would have 4 equal pieces: 0/4, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. But we need 5/4. So we need 1 more fourth. So what you're going to do is you're just going to make a copy of what you did here. You're going to make another copy here. So we made 3 tick marks. We did a half, cut the half in half, other half. So we're just going to continue 4/4, 5/4, 6/4, 7/4, and 8/4. We'll stop there because that's where our number line stops. And you know, my guess was pretty right on, because here is 5/4. It's 1/4 after the 1 whole, which was 4/4, which is what my fraction model up here shows. So this is where 5/4 is. So the biggest thing to remember is that our denominator is really important. It tells us the number of equal parts we need to divide our 0 to 1 in, and then we just keep making copies as we go. Let's try another one. So here we have show 5 halves on a number line, and my number line is showing 0, 1, 2, 3. So again, let's remember this is 5. Whoops, let's do it in black. This is 5 copies of 1/2. So, all right, we know how to deal with 1/2. So again, all of our wholes are going to be broken up into halves. So you're going to look at the 0 to 1 only. Just zoom in on your 0 to 1, and we need halves. All right. So here's 0 halves, 1/2, and 2 halves. Then you're going to start making copies of what you did from 0 to 1. You're going to make a copy here. So here's another half. We're going to keep going from 2 halves, 3 halves, 4 halves. Make another copy, was a half, 5 halves, and 6 halves. We're going to stop because that's where the number line stops. And I'm seeing 5 halves is right here. So I would mark it right here. I knew that I had to divide up my number line in halves because that's what my denominator told me. and the numerator told me the 5 copies, and I made 5 copies of 1/2. Let's try one last one. 7/3. Again, my eye is going bloop to the denominator, which is telling me thirds. It's 7 copies of 1/3. And I remember just looking at my 0 to 1, I need thirds. I need 3 equal pieces from 0 to 1 that I'm just going to make copies for my other wholes from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. But first let me set up my 0 to 1, which is thirds. So I just need 2 tick marks, 0/3, 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. Now, because I need 7/3, this is only 3/3, let me add 2 more tick marks here, 2 more tick marks here. So it's making a copy of your first from 0 to 1. So now I can keep going. 4/3, 5/3, 6/3, 7/3, 8/3, 9/3. I'm going to stop because that's where my number line stops. And I see 7/3. I would mark it right here. So again, we made 7 copies of 1/3 and we marked it. Really, you need to pay attention to that denominator. It tells you the number of equal parts that you need to make from 0 to 1, and then you're just making copies. And your numerator tells you how many copies you're making. I hope this video is helpful. Thanks for watching.